everyone. It's a Friday. Whoop whoop. So, I hope you had a nice week and of course you're looking forward to the weekend. My little girl and I are up early because I have to interview two wonderful ladies from Lusaka, Zambia. They will actually walk us through why why visiting Zambia should be a vacation destination for you, or it should be on your bucket list. So I hope you find this interview very informative and get your cocktails and suitcases ready because we're ready to rock and roll. So let's meet on the other side. Bye.
Hi, ladies. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday!
Ooh, okay. I love your cocktails. So I have a birthday cake cocktail. What cocktails are you ladies having?
Well, it's not really a cocktail, but it's a
Okay.
traditional Zambian drink. It's called munkoyo. It's made out of maize meal, and I think it's fermented for a few days. But yeah, this is what I'm having.
And I'm having
Okay.
is not like a pina colada, but it's chito.
Uh, oh, okay. No, I miss all those drinks. I haven't been home in a long time, so I can't wait to kind of have that feel
Come
of
back
the
and have it.
Zambian drink. Yeah, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually walk me through visiting Zambia for people that have never visited Zambia, right? So thank you so much for taking the time. What are your names?
Okay, my name is Rizwana.
Okay.
My name is Shahira Khan, but I can also be known as Coco Caramel.
Oh, okay. Lovely nicknames. So I know you guys are kind of like you just walk me through. I have been to Zambia. I am Zambian, so I kind of know Zambia like the back of my hand. But let's imagine if I was like I've never been to Zambia, so walk me through every little detail I need to hear so that other people can actually have a feel of what Zambia is like and they can make Zambia their next vacation destination. So, are you ready?
Yeah, so where do we start? Shaira, you want
Rizwana?
Okay,
to
so let's
go?
so
Okay,
so
Shaira will
okay.
take us through.
You do the
Okay, so let's start with me actually deciding that okay, let me go to this landlocked country called Zambia. What's my pre-departure kind of list? I know I have to do the visa and stuff like that, but what's the weather like? And yeah, any information would be great.
Okay, so in terms of what to pack in your bag for clothes, I would say pack as if it's summer, but of course,
Okay.
put one coat, put one jersey, a couple of sneakers or a tennis shoe, I don't know, but nothing too warm because Zambia, even in its cold season, is not extremely cold. And right now, this is February, and it is supposed to be rainy, but it's a rainy hot kind of scenario. So it depends what season you want to, what
Mm,
month you want to come in actually. And we really have three seasons. We have hot,
okay.
cold, and rainy. So never it's never to the extreme. It does get really hot in
Uh,
October, November when we're waiting for the rains. But yeah, just pack as if it's summer and one coat,
mhm.
one jersey, a few sneakers or a tennis shoe, and then yeah, the rest may be just summer clothing. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, so that's on the clothing. In terms of the visa, I guess it depends what country you're coming from. I know
Okay.
within Africa there could be some countries that can just travel to Zambia
Mm,
and they have maybe a 30-day access without a
okay.
visa. Yeah, but from outside of Africa, I'm pretty sure um, your
Yeah.
local
the embassy.
can advise what visa you would need to get. Yeah.
Okay, no, that sounds great. I already feel like I'm in Zambia. So, before I'm about to book my air ticket, and I hear Livingstone is beautiful. So, is if I did find like, is there a direct flight from where I am to Livingston, or is there um, what's the mode of transportation if I wanted to visit Livingston?
Okay, so you can get a direct flight into Livingston, but of course you will have to make a stop in Lusaka. I'm not very familiar if there's one direct route that doesn't get to Lusaka, but I'm very certain that you can get all the way through to Livingston without having to get through to the capital. We do also have some local airlines here, which you can book local flight from Lusaka to Livingston. And I guess for like those travelers out there who make these flights back and forth every now and again, they will know that it's easier to act, it's perhaps cheaper to fly to the capital and then book a local flight to a local area rather than flying all the way. Yeah. So, but of course, if you find yourself in Lusaka, there is public transport that goes to Livingston. We do have these big 18-wheeler, is it 18-wheeler coaches that go to Livingston. You can hire a car, and you can rent a car actually, and drive yourself to Livingston. And I think now with the advancement in technology and all these different apps that are coming up to help people with their day-to-day activities and getting around, I think there should be something that actually accommodates people from Lusaka to Livingston. But yes, in terms of flying, you can fly there locally, you can fly there direct.
Oh, nice. So with Livingston, I have seen all those beautiful, beautiful pictures of the Victoria Falls. Is there anything you can tell me about the falls, or yeah, like I know it's not man-made, so so I know it's, yeah, from the pictures it looks beautiful.
Yeah, of course, this is a God-given gift to us here in Zambia, because at least we get to see so many people from around the world coming to visit us to see this amazing creation. It is absolutely amazing. You need to experience it. It's not enough to just see it on TV or to see a picture of it. It's something that you would need to come and feel. So the peak season for visiting Victoria Falls is actually March through May. This is when the falls are at the highest, because the rain levels have reached at least a reasonable amount. So the falls come from the Zambezi River, and the steep from where the water falls to the bottom is just absolutely amazing, because that's where the falls actually gets its name from. The local name is called Mosi-oa-tunya, the smoke, which means the smoke that thunders. So when that water hits the bottom of the river actually, and the smoke that comes up can be seen from miles away, even if you're not by the actual falls, you can see a smoky.
Sorry, Rizwana. So many beautiful things. I will have to stick to that. I can't wait now.
Yeah, but Livingston it's got a lot more to offer. There's the falls. Of course, we do know that David Livingstone used to be, sorry, not used to be, there's a David Livingstone Museum where there's a lot of historic artifacts and things that you can go and have a look at, and maybe get a little bit of history of Livingston, of Zambia. We also have a lot of wildlife in Livingston. There's so much to see. There's game drives. You can walk with lions. A lot of
nice.
people are walking with lions thing.
You go bungee jumping.
You can go, yeah. You can go bungee jumping. Yeah, there's quite a lot of activities in Livingston.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You can go water rafting.
It sounds like 2 weeks would not be enough, because we have not actually covered Lusaka yet, and I can't wait to hear about Lusaka. So now that we've left Livingston, what's there to do in Lusaka then?
Lusaka? Well, there's a couple of places that are really inviting in Lusaka. For example, we have a place called Chaminuka. It's about 20 minutes from the airport, so it's fairly easy to get there. You can have the place come and pick you up from the airport, or you can book a taxi to get there. There's a lot of animals that you can see, and you can go wine tasting and cheese tasting as well.
Ah,
Another place
okay.
I can talk about is Monkey Pools, which is in Leopards Hill. That's quite a distance from the airport, about an hour or so. And
Okay.
this place, which is called Monkey Pools, has water bodies, little small reservoirs where the water is really, really clear, and it's such a nice phenomenon to see. And there's monkeys that jump around in the trees, and that's how it gets its name, Monkey Pools.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And what of the nightlife then? So let's say I go to a monkey pool, I have a great time. What of the nightlife? Is there anything to do in Lusaka?
Yeah, so in the Central Business District, we've got these great malls. We've got Arcades, East Park, and they offer a variety of places and bars, restaurants that will open for a longer period for an
Okay.
amazing nightlife in Lusaka. For example, Chicago's, DeCapo, those are places that you would like to go to if you're visiting Zambia, Lusaka for the first time.
Okay. And what if I want to have a feel of the traditional foods, or maybe is there like a cultural village where I can actually get souvenirs for my friends?
Well, in Lusaka, there's quite a number. People really like traditional food. We actually like our staple food here. It's called nshima, but of course, it
Okay.
depends what is your mother tongue here in Zambia. People refer to this food differently, but there are a lot of places that prepare traditional foods in Zambia. Some of the notable places like Kumushi, it's a
Okay.
it's a restaurant that's found in close to a mall called Hill. So they offer nshima, they do T-bone on the fire, on like a
Nice.
barbecue fire. Um, they do also have other ways of preparing vegetables and game meats. They have other something alternative to maize meal that they use to make a or millet pap. So it's a
Okay.
millet, more like millet shima. So it's more of a sticky type of pap, which is really nice for if you want to have a different taste when you come to Zambia. So it's called kumushi. That's pretty much one of the nicest places I know for traditional
Mhm.
foods.
Oh, nice. And I do know I've okay. So a friend of mine was telling me about, for example, is it Oktoberfest or something like that? Is there and this they recommended the event. Do you ladies know anything about it?
Well, yes. So Oktoberfest is a copy of the German beer festival that happens
Okay.
here in Europe. And so we have it here in October. And it's basically it's a great event if you're a beer lover and you have different
Okay.
kinds of beers to taste from, and a lot of locally made beers as well as some international brands. But yeah, it's a great event to come to. And we do host one some big African artists, either from Nigeria or South Africa, or some of our local big artists in Zambia as well.
Mm.
So that's definitely an event to come for.
Oh, nice. So it sounds like Zambia has every activity for everyone. You've talked about the beers, and you've talked about the malls, we've talked about the falls. And from what you've told me, Zambia actually does sound like a peaceful place, a safe place to visit. So is there any restrictions on the type of clothes that I need to pack? Is there a no-go list?
Well, I guess with any country, you don't want to cross boundaries in terms of wearing skimpy clothing. So anything decent, as long as it's not, you can't be walking around with a bikini on. But of course, then with
Yeah.
the young people in our country, and of course, just everywhere now, a lot of people are using fashion to define their character. But of course, everyone's keeping it decent.
Okay. So for in other words, then it's peaceful, like you're free. There's freedom, right? Or freedom of whatever you want to dress. No one is going to look at you anyhow, and you
No,
sound
we're
you ladies actually, yeah, you look
we're
very
very
friendly.
we're
So,
very warm people, and I like to believe that we do not judge each other. So yeah, so we're very warm people and welcoming of of others. And we also like to believe or understand that there are different cultures out there. And the people visiting us, you might have different ways of doing things, and we just have to be acceptable of it.
Oh, wow. I now cannot wait to visit Zambia. So, any last minute advice?
Well, we can't wait to host you and anyone else who wants to come. So just get your bags ready and your tickets.
Yes, we have to. I'll stick to that. Thank you so much, Rizwana and Shahira. You ladies have a very beautiful day and weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.